Good evening, Tallahassee, and happy Thursday. I'm student meteorologist Sarah Converse.
And I'm student meteorologist Catherine Busick. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, and we had a hot day today as we had temperatures hitting the record of 83 degrees, so very hot out there.
Yeah, we actually broke last year's high temperature of 82 degrees, so not by much, but
still.
2018. You're going down. We got you.
Yeah, down in history. I know a lot of cities in Florida, especially in Central Florida, have been breaking records. Like in Sanford and Melbourne have been hitting their high records, seeing a lot of warmth here. I mean, we're really in the month of February, and it feels like summer here, and especially with these dew points, very muggy out there.
Absolutely. But if you're outside right now, it's kind of, I think it's kind of nice, but a lot of people have disagreed with me. But.
Yeah, it's a bit muggy out there, and definitely seeing those shorts, you had to bring those shorts back out because it was really warm out there. Kind of a difference between earlier in the week we saw cooler temperatures where it was more comfortable with those jeans. But we have an interesting show in store. We have some rain in the Tennessee Valley area, so we'll talk more about like flooding concern over there as well.
Some severe weather too up towards Arkansas and the Ohio River Valley. And then in Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania area, northeast, had some precipitation, some snowy conditions, some sleet. They had everything this past weekend. I don't know if we're really going to touch into that, but that's something that we've talked about.
Yeah, definitely. So the groundhog was not really right for people up north. It's still cold up there, but for us, a whole different story. We're warm. Florida's like, yeah, we want to get into spring and summer right now. But for now, we're going to send things over to the wall with Dylan.
Thank you very much. And in the words of Jon Snow, winter is over. High of 83 breaking the record. Our average high is 69 degrees. Our low this morning was at our average high. It is that hot outside, folks. Feeling, again, a lot like summer at this time, not feeling like February. We broke the record from last year in 2018, so it's 2 years in a row with records set for the high temperature on today, February 21st. And as we look at the radar, it's staying relatively dry, though there are some few spotty showers out west into Cypress and over into the eastern part into Valdosta in North Georgia, but again, or southern Georgia, sorry. But in Tallahassee, that's not rain, that's just a little bit of ground clutter that's coming up on radar, so we're not seeing rain in our immediate area, and not a lot of high clouds as well. Tonight, though, we're continuing the warm trend, not as warm as last night, though it was 63 degrees, so not too bad. We're cooling off with this calm wind tonight. And then tomorrow, another warm day, trying to crack records again. It's still going to be relatively warm. And coming up in the show, we're going to see what that warm week ahead is going to bring for you. Those rain chances are going to return as we get into this weekend with an approaching front, and then we'll have your lifestyle forecast later on. But now let's send it over to Sarah with the Southeast.
Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, we have the best of both worlds here as we can see this frontal system off into the southeast, coming across into the Mississippi and North Carolina Valley area. So definitely a big contrast when we have Little Rock over there sitting at 42 degrees, so very cool and rainy over there. But then as you work your way down south, going to be very muggy and warm. Look at Orlando, 80 degrees right now for that temperature, so very warm out there and muggy as we see in these dew points. A lot of that moisture sitting just in front of that cold front, bringing a lot of dew points more into those 70s. New Orleans, 72, very muggy over there, so you're definitely feeling it out there in that icky, sticky pattern. But then behind it, we have more comfortable, drier-like dew points out behind that frontal system. You can see these winds. A lot of that moisture is due from that wind, bringing a lot of this moisture up into Florida here, into the southeast, as we have a lot of southerly winds. And then we have those northerly winds behind that front, bringing in more of that drier air. That's why there are drier dew points. Now moving into our temperature change, look at Charleston jumping up, warming up to 20 degrees. And most of all of North Florida sitting at 4 degrees, jumping up in Jackson at 8. Montgomery at 8, but then behind that front we do see temperatures drop as we're seeing cooler like temperatures as that cold front moves through into their area. Here's our satellite radar. There is this frontal system into the Tennessee Valley area, bringing a lot of flooding concerns out there, flood watches and warnings. So a lot of rain concerns out there. Could see up to 3 to 5 inches of rain. But here in the Tallahassee area, going to be staying fairly dry here, as it's just going to be just hanging around there, just going to be chilling there. It really likes to give a lot of that rain down here. And then as you can see for Florida, just not really much activity going on as that stationary front just kind of hangs around there in the Tennessee Valley area. Now for tonight's forecast, going to look very nice out there in behind, but still seeing that scattered showers and storms. Tupelo at 47, 63 in Tallahassee, and then warming up very muggy at 70 degrees into Tampa. Now for tomorrow, Whew, Florida's looking very warm out there as we have red all around Florida here. Going to sit at 85 in Tampa. Look at Orlando, 87 degrees, almost coming up to that 90 mark. So very warm out there. But then as you work your way up, sitting a bit warmer, you have Little Rock at 49 and Jackson at 75 as well. So definitely a little bit cooler up there, but going to be keeping that rain chance and those scattered that storms over there. But for now, I'm going to send things over to Catherine with a zoom look into the local.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. The almanac, we're going to take another look. We broke a record today, 83 degrees as a high. We broke just last year's high of 82, 2018. And then we're expecting tomorrow to be another potentially record-breaking high day. Currently, our conditions are 77 degrees and sunny, winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. So beautiful outside right now. So we'll take a look at the national radar. This is a system that's going to be kind of hanging out over the Ohio River Valley and then over toward California. This system's going to be moving a little bit faster, and because this one behind me is moving faster and the one over the Ohio River Valley is going to be moving slower, they're going to spin up together and then they're going to bring us some precipitation into next week. So if we zoom in our radar, satellite radar currently, there's not much to see on the radar. Behind me in Mariana, some scattered showers, some areas with heavy precipitation, but nothing to worry about. Over Tallahassee, this is just a little bit of backscatter, so there really isn't any rain happening right now. But current conditions in Tallahassee, 77 degrees. Just north of us, Quincy at 79 degrees, and Bainbridge still at 82 degrees. Toward the coast, Apalachicola, 70 degrees and cloudy. So the coastal areas are still a little bit cooler because our ocean surface temperatures are still much cooler than our land surface temperatures. Our dew points, Tallahassee, 66 degrees, Perry, 69 degrees, and then as we get towards the coast, our dew point temperatures do increase a little bit more, and as we get further west in the Panhandle, our dew point temperatures are a little bit higher, so more muggier conditions as we head towards the west. Our futurecast, Thursday night, these are clouds, very low-level clouds, so fog is going to be heading into the area this is 11:30 p.m. tonight, and then overnight our fog will settle in. Our ocean temperatures are much cooler than our land surface temperatures, so that's causing the fog to come into the area and our winds out of the south bringing it in. And then into tomorrow morning, so do expect that you have fog in an early morning commute, but then everything should clear out toward 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and it should be just like a day just similar to today, so sunny and warm conditions tomorrow. 63 degrees and foggy tomorrow morning, so do practice cautionary measures when you're driving. Our winds will be calm, and then tomorrow afternoon a high of 81 and partly cloudy, a day similar to today, and we could potentially break records again tomorrow. And we'll take a look at our 7-day forecast. Friday, 81 degrees, and then Saturday is our highest temperature for the week at 82 degrees. Our rain chances increase on Sunday, 60% chance of precipitation, but our high temperatures decrease as we head into Monday. And then our temperatures do start to increase as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and our precipitation chances do remain in the area. And I'm going to send things over to Sarah and Michael at the desk.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the severe weather we're expecting this weekend.
Yeah,
So Sarah?
Yeah, definitely. So here we're not sitting very active right now, just sitting in those warm temperatures, but the Tennessee Valley area and the Ohio Valley area could potentially see some severe weather into the upcoming Friday and into the weekend.
Yeah, we already have a stalled out boundary just in the Mississippi River Valley, so they're already getting rainfall, and they've had a lot of rainfall this week alone.
Yeah, and the main threat that we could be seeing with these thunderstorms could be some straight line winds, so damaging wind concerns, and also the possibility, can't rule out a possible of an isolated tornado.
Yeah, the enhanced risk as of this afternoon, you go from Little Rock all the way to Nashville. That's where the highest threat of severe weather will be on Saturday. So looking to be a pretty decent threat for severe storms, and we also have flooding concerns on top of that.
Yeah, definitely. I know in Tennessee they're seeing a lot of flooding concerns and could see up to potentially 3 to 5 inches of rainfall from this system just staying stagnant over that area.
Yeah, Nashville, they already have the top 4 wettest February on record, and we still have a week to go. So yeah, most likely they could break that record given the rainfall we're expecting this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. And this record was set into late 19th century, so definitely a big concern over there, seeing a lot of moisture over there.
Yeah, good news is that the cold front that will bring the severe weather to the mid-south on Saturday is going to move through our area on Sunday, but it will be much weaker by the time it gets to our region.
Yeah, that's the good news for there. But always make sure to not drive into flooded areas, so turn around and don't drown. But for now, we're going to send things back over to the wall with Daniel, who is standing by.
Did you just call me Daniel? I'm sorry, my name's not Daniel, it's Dylan. But the one area that we're watching, if you're watching me now, is this area over here in the southeast. That's that warm spot, and they're in a completely different season than the rest of the country. Because look at all these wintry areas back over into Kansas City, Minneapolis, Boston, and DC. Down in the southeast, they're seeing a completely different story. And same with the dew points too. All this moisture that's just being pushed up with that stationary boundary that we've been talking about has been leading to a lot of warm and dry air, warm and moist air over into New Orleans, Tallahassee, and Atlanta. Farther behind that, though, you still see some dry air. 12-degree dew point in Denver, 6 degrees in Billings. So continuing the pattern of everywhere else in the country, all 3/4 of it are in winter conditions, and all the 1/4 down here where we are, well, we're still in summer, and it's not feeling like it is supposed to feel like outside, hitting records here in Tallahassee. Going into the upper level moisture, while it might be dry behind that boundary, you do have a lot of upper level moisture allowing a lot of rain. And we do see this rain sitting over parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Louisiana as well. Not strong storms, but a lot of rain associated with them. We're not seeing any severe threats today with that. We're seeing the severe threats this weekend due to that, due to the storm coming off. This is the next area we're looking at over here into Las Vegas. We saw snow this morning in Las Vegas. Very, very cold, and as we zoom into that, it is going to help with the drought conditions that are there. The drought monitor coming out every Thursday, so we did see some improvement from last week this time in terms of drought, but bringing some snow and rain mixtures into these areas will help in terms of that drought monitor that will come out next Thursday as well. And then with that, you do have some winter weather warnings and watches associated with all that rain and precipitation moving into that area. And then zooming out into the system we are more familiar with here, where we're seeing moist conditions, some warm days ahead with this. You're seeing a lot of rain, no lightning associated with this, but you do have a lot of heavy rains, these darker colors, more intensity, so you're getting the bigger raindrops and the longer lasting storms associated with that. And with that as well, you just have these flood alerts. You have along some rivers and some lakes, you have these flood watch warnings, and then in the darker greens you have flood watch or flash flood watches in the darker greens. Catherine and I will talk about that at the desk and what's kind of associated with that coming up in just a bit. And as we go into tonight, we start to see that front not really make a bigger impact moving. It doesn't really move much. It sits over the southeast, sitting there, bringing rain still to Memphis, Washington, and Atlanta as well. But the cold air sticking around through much of the country. That next system that we were looking at over in Las Vegas, not really going to move much as well, as you still see the cold air and some lightning associated with that. And as we go into tomorrow, a little more rain, some clearing conditions out in Los Angeles, but still some snow more into the country. And you see that front just stick around there. And New Orleans seeing a high of 79 tomorrow, and here in Tallahassee seeing a high of 81. But right now, we're going to send it over to Michael to see how it looks in Florida, because you know it's hot.
Oh yeah, we're going to zoom into that one warm part of the country. And it is warm across the entire state of Florida. You see 69 degrees in Pensacola. That's actually the cool spot of Florida. And then as we go down the peninsula, very warm conditions with 80 degrees in Orlando and 81 in Key West. All of us under mostly sunny skies. And the dew points, because of these warmer temperatures, you also have more moisture in the air. Have high pressure situated off the southeast coast and that southerly wind, allowing that moisture from the Gulf and the Caribbean to spew up into into Florida and into the southern portions of the southeast. So dew points more typical of late spring and early summer across a lot of the Sunshine State. Now, mostly clear conditions across the state of Florida. We just have some scattered showers down towards South Florida, and that's just due to the sea breeze starting to actually get into effect. And it's only February, and we're already getting these sea breeze showers in Fort Myers, just east of Fort Myers and Naples. But as we go into tomorrow, expect a similar story with another warm day on tap. 83 in West Palm Beach, 83 in Fort Lauderdale, and 86 in Naples. We got to 90 degrees just the other day, breaking a record and setting the all-time February high. Now up towards North Florida, you see we did have a little bit of a shower out towards St. Augustine that is about to fizzle out. And expect the same thing tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies with some fog in the morning. Cooler along the coast with 75 in St. Augustine. but well into the 80s as we go inland. 86 in Gainesville, 84 in Live Oak. Now, as we go towards the Panhandle, we do have a little bit of a shower out towards Jackson County along the I-10 corridor, but mostly clear skies as we go down towards the Forgotten Coast and the Big Bend, with some upper level and mid-level cloud cover out towards Pensacola and Destin. And as we go into tomorrow, you notice how we continue the same trend, a little bit cooler along the coast due to the cooler Gulf waters with 70s out there. And then the more inland we go, it will be much warmer with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Now for tonight's forecast, another very warm and muggy night across the Sunshine State, with some fog developing in a lot of these locations, with temperatures in the low to mid 60s along the Panhandle and North Florida, with upper 60s and low 70s as you venture down towards South Florida. And then as we head into tomorrow, you'll notice that temperatures are once again well into the 80s, approaching these record level territories. So again, it's going to be a much warmer day until that cold front starts to make its way later this weekend into North Florida. Now let's send off to Sarah to go back into Tallahassee.
Thanks, Michael. So currently right now we're still sitting pretty warm at 70 degrees, sunshine all around, a slight breeze at 10 miles per hour coming out from the south. So very nice as you're going out, but still sitting in that kind of icky, sticky pattern. The current conditions are zooming out into the Big Bend area. Bainbridge still hanging on to 80 degrees, 82 in the Bainbridge, a little bit cooler down in Perry at 76 in Apalachicola, the cool spot at 70 degrees as they are down into the coast. And moving into our dew points, it's very muggy out there. If you probably noticed as you walked outside, kind of like you're just swimming through the air because it's very muggy out there. You're feeling it into your skin. So 60s all around the Big Bend area, so very muggy, and it's due to these winds coming out from the south, bringing a lot of this Gulf moisture. So that's why it's really nasty out there, very moist and damp as you're going out and about. Now our sideline radar, we do have this front out here that's kind of acting like a toddler who just had a tantrum. That's going to hang around there and not really come to our area that not going to come into our area as soon, but just going to be hanging around here, bringing a lot of precipitation in Tennessee Valley area. The nest system over here that's going to fuel this storm is going to come into the next couple days into the week. But other than that, here zooming in, nothing activity here, just spotting a few showers off into Mariana. But other than that, going to be sitting very non-active here in the Tallahassee area. Now our futurecast is going to be showing that fog making a comeback into Friday morning, so definitely if you're going out to work or going to school, definitely make sure to drive safely as you're going out. But as we reach into that 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock hour, that fog is going to dissipate, bringing in clear skies for us, but definitely going to keep into that warmer pattern as we reach into Friday. Now for tonight, going to be sitting very nice out there at 60 degrees out there, 64 into Bainbridge, 62 into Quincy, 63 into Tallahassee. So very nice to go out on the town or just hang around, walking along campus. So definitely a good night out there. And then for tomorrow, another warm day, basically copy and paste of today, as we have 81 into Tallahassee, Bainbridge, the warm spot at 84, and then a little bit cooler as we get down into the coast at Apalachicola at 73. So very nice down there, but still sitting in that warm pattern. Now our 7-day forecast, Friday and Saturday, going to be more of that copy and paste pattern of those 80 sticking around. So your shorts and those t-shirts, you're going to be hanging on to those. But then as we get into Sunday, going to bring those shorts and bring that rain jacket out and those rain boots as we have rain chances pick back up onto Sunday, lowering down our highs just a tad bit to 70 degrees. So may need a little bit more heavier jeans out there, so a little bit more comfortable out. And the rain chance is going to stick around, so making a bit more muggy out there. But then our highs are going to slowly warm back up into the mid 70s here, 75 into Wednesday and 76 on to Thursday. Just only 40 degrees is going to be the low they're going to be sitting here. So 50s and 60s for the lows, overnight lows. But for now, I'm going to send things back over to test with not Daniel, Dylan, and Catherine.
Yes, thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm going to legally change my name now to Daniel.
Yeah, I think so. I think it fits you. I really do.
Yeah, but getting into a more serious note, though, we saw that flash flooding I mentioned on the national that's over associated with this rainfall and that low pressure system in the southeast.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to kind of explain what a flash flood warning is and a watch. What kind of factors lead to it?
So I think you should explain better what makes a flash flood?
Yes. So a flash flood is flooding that occurs within 6 hours. So it's a more
Yeah.
short-term thing. When you have long-term flooding, it's more of days and weeks and don't last as long and don't have as lasts longer, sorry, and has a bigger impact. Flash flooding is more of a localized event.
Right, and they typically happen they happen very rapidly, and usually the environment that you're in greatly affects how fast an area floods. So if you're in an urban area, since the water can't be absorbed into the ground as easier, you're at a higher risk of flash flooding. And areas that have different soil types, so be aware of what kind of soil you live on. Clays definitely don't absorb a lot of water, so those are more prone to flash flooding.
Yeah, I mean, and it depends on the drainage system. It depends, again, where you live in a depending city, and it depends on the intensity of the rain, because if you have this rainfall that we're seeing here in the southeast, that's sitting there for a long period of time and just kind of sitting on top, so you're getting constant amount of rain, it's going to build up at some point, and the drainage system just can't handle it.
Absolutely. And I know in Florida, too, some of those pop-up storms really drop a lot of precipitation very fast, and our drainage systems aren't very ready for them sometimes.
Yeah, but just keep up with your local meteorologist for the watches and warnings associated with that. But right now, for a more lighter look, we're going to send it over with a lifestyle forecast. Michael, what you got?
Yeah, thanks, Dylan and Catherine. No flooding in the Sunshine State or in Tallahassee, and it's February, and I can't believe I'm saying this. It's actually a good day to go to the beach tomorrow. Low 70s out towards St. George Island. Water's still a little bit chilly. But again, mostly clear skies, absolutely perfect. But don't forget the sunscreen, even though it's in the mid-70s. Still want to protect your skin with that sunscreen. Also, a very nice day to head out to the res down towards Lake Bradford. 81 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Couldn't ask for better conditions for February, making all the northerners up towards the north jealous, honestly. Again, golf is another good idea. I always recommend golf. A little bit foggy in the morning, so might want to push your tee time down out towards 9 a.m., around 10 a.m. But that fog is going to burn out quickly, leading to mostly sunny skies like we did today. Temperatures, again, near record territory in the low 80s. For your Friday night forecast, it's going to be another warm and muggy night for your Friday night. So perfect conditions to head out and have some awesome partying or whatever you want to do. Mostly clear skies with a southerly wind of 5 miles per hour. And you can continue cheering on our Noles at the Dick Howser Stadium, FSU baseball, 82 degrees, mostly sunny skies. And then you can head across the road for our #1 FSU softball team, the defending champions in the national championship. And finally, your 3-day forecast. Unfortunately, the 80 and sunny skies will not continue as we go into Sunday. That cold front out towards the desert southwest will finally move through our region, knocking our temperatures down a bit, and 60% chance of rain due to that cold front on Sunday. But back towards Friday afternoon, notice how we have mostly clear skies for a lot of your Friday afternoon. But notice down towards the coast as the cooler Gulf waters start to form this layer of fog across our region as we go into Saturday morning. But again, as the sun rises, that fog will burn off and we'll have a repeat of your Friday on your Saturday. So again, low 80s with mostly sunny skies before changes come on Sunday with that cold front. Now we're going to send it off to Catherine with a final look of Tallahassee.
Thanks, Michael. I can confirm my family from up north, I think they are very jealous of the temperatures that we're experiencing in Tallahassee. Here's a look at our sunset cam over at Doak Campbell Stadium. Looking like a good sunset out there. Not many clouds in the sky, though, so there won't be very many pink clouds to look at during the sunset, but a relatively clear sunset nonetheless for tonight. So Tallahassee, current conditions 77 degrees. Apalachicola down by my waist is 70 degrees. Colder towards the coast, and Perry sitting at 75 degrees. Up north, Valdosta and Bainbridge, higher temperatures in our 80s. And dew point temperatures towards the coast and towards the western part of the Panhandle, our dew point temperatures are a little bit higher, so more muggy conditions out towards the west. And our wind speed and direction, our winds are coming off the south at 8 miles an hour in Tallahassee, Apalachicola 4 miles an hour. Bainbridge and Thomasville, our wind speeds are a little bit higher and more northern we get. Look at our national satellite and radar. This storm in the Ohio River Valley is going to be bringing in some precipitation into the Tallahassee area into next week as our rain chances increase into Sunday. A look at the current satellite, though, not much to see. Just behind me, though, on Mariana, some scattered showers. Thursday afternoon, but a little bit of backscatter over the Tallahassee area, so there's no precipitation happening, even though it does look like that on our maps. So this is a little bit false right now. And then behind me, Valdosta did experiencing some scattered showers this afternoon. And then we take a look at the futurecast. Behind me, I'm messing up these graphics. I keep forgetting where they're going to pop up. But into tonight, 11:30 p.m., do expect some clouds and some fog to come settle into the area. And then as we play this over into the overnight hours, into the morning, 6:30 a.m., do expect foggy conditions for your morning commute. And then expect that fog to clear out almost immediately around 10 or 11 in the morning. And then it should set up to be a beautiful day tomorrow, something similar to what we experienced today, sunny and highs in the 80s. Tonight's forecast, 63 degrees in Tallahassee, Monticello 61, and Perry at 63 degrees. And then if we head into tomorrow's forecast, Perry 82 degrees, Tallahassee setting up to be 81, Bainbridge 84 degrees. So tomorrow's going to be setting up to be another potentially record-breaking high day. Toward our coast, Apalachicola 73 degrees still. So towards the coast, our temperatures are a little bit cooler because our ocean temperatures are cooler. Day planner tomorrow morning, 67 degrees in the morning, and then with some foggy conditions. And then as we head into the afternoon hours, our highs do increase, reaching close to 80 degrees. And our 7-day forecast, the biggest thing is Saturday is going to be a high of 82 degrees and sunny skies. It's a beautiful day on Saturday, but then our rain chances do increase into Saturday and Monday and Tuesday and even into Wednesday, but do expect Saturday to be bringing some real precipitation with that storm that's sitting over the Ohio River Valley. I'm going to send things over with Daniel and Mikey. Mikey needs a new nickname since Dylan has one. But close off, boys.
Mikey's not the worst thing I've heard.
Yo, Mikey!
Oh, God. Well, I love the 80-degree weather because I'm still of a northerner. I'm from New Jersey originally, and so I like having a little tease of late spring and early summer in February.
As the opposite to that, I hate this temperature and want winter back because it's February 21st.
You know what I think is a good idea? We should transport you to probably Minnesota and see how that is. I don't think you'll like that.
No, that's a little more extreme. If you said North Carolina, that'd be a little more perfect, even though they are seeing a lot of rainfall.
It wasn't
right now.
nice in Atlanta earlier this week, according to my dad, so I'd rather take this down here.
Friday, Saturday, it's getting hot, 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 as that song would say.
Yeah, it's a little toasty again, near record highs once again.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately, the changes do come on Sunday. I made this not a right decision of booking a tee time Sunday morning, so I'm going to probably be playing in the rain. Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy that, but I love golf, so.
I got a phone call. Hello, is this FSU weather? No, this is FSU golf. Thank you. We're getting back to the 40s, though, on Monday morning. So cold temperatures come back just a little bit as we bump back into the 60s on next Thursday.
Yeah, and a little bit unsettled next week as that cold front kind of stalls out over our region. But don't forget to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/FSUweather.
You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSUweather.
And don't forget to watch us live on YouTube, youtube.com/FSUweather/live every 6 p.m.
Yeah, you don't have to put the live if you want to watch our old broadcasts as well. And you can follow us on Instagram at FSUweather.
So, in my opinion, enjoy the warm weather. Dylan has thinks differently, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, the weather is an opinion, and you can make your decision based on the numbers. For all of us here at FSU Weather, I'm student meteorologist Dylan Leith.
And I'm student meteorologist Michael On, and we'll see you tomorrow.